I'd like to welcome you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for everyone that's been able to join me on my webinar today. I am Joff Paradise with the Trade Coin Club, and I'd like to welcome you. It's 5 a.m. here in Hong Kong, beautiful city of Hong Kong, China. We are having some fun. We're going to have a great time today on our webinar. I hope you're all as excited as I am at 5 a.m. It's such a pleasure to be able to talk to so many people from around the world. Isn't technology amazing? You have to admit that this is just a beautiful age and day that we live in today. And, with that being said, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, they asked me to tell you who Joff Paradise is, and I'm kind of shy a little bit. I like to tell people a lion doesn't have to tell you he's a lion, but I'm going to tell you about Joff Paradise and a little bit about me and my background. First and foremost, I've been an entrepreneur and a philanthropist for many, many years. I started back when I was in my teens. I went into high school and sold my t-shirt business that I had in the mall where I was doing airbrush and heat transfers. I went from that to college, graduated Texas A&M on a full ride, did my time in with the Dallas Cowboys for a couple of years as an intern, and went on from there to own my own clothing design company, which is where our clothing is coming from Trade Coin Club. I think you'll be very impressed with our clothes, our merchandising. Make sure you're in Macau for the launch, the mega launch. It's going to be amazing. We're going to actually have a fashion show, and make sure you bring your Bitcoin, because the only way you'll be able to purchase those clothing and the merchandise is through Bitcoin. So a little bit about me. Again, I owned a swimwear company. Sold to Venus Swimwear. Paradise Swimwear was the name of the company. I sold out to Venus Swimwear, made my first million, and I was hooked on being an entrepreneur from that point on. Had my own booth in the apparel mart. Loved life. Just enjoyed everything. I pretty much spent it as fast as I could make it, and I went ahead into the. Since I graduated with a master's in exercise physiology and kinesiology, I went to learn from some of the best. I worked for Bally's, I worked for 24-Hour Nautilus, Family Fitness Center. I did their merge with Ray Wilson, and on and to owning my own health clubs. And I'd moved out to the Caribbean. I opened up my very first health club. I ended up with 10 of those, 3 casinos, 2 restaurants, a bar, and a coffee shop. Was had the actual first dish or satellite company, telecommunication company in St. Thomas, and went on to do many, many things. Lots of employees, and just would have place in Bayamon, Puerto Rico, San Juan. So we did a lot of stuff. And unfortunately, I had to move on in my life. Another chapter came along, and I was in the process of selling my health clubs in the 2009 era time, and uh, we had an amazing time doing so. But I met this young man who introduced me to blockchain and Bitcoin, and we put a few of those to the side, and I forgot about it and let it sit there, and went in at about $1.90 a coin, and today it's as you know, over $1,000. People ask me all the time about Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin's going up and down, but if you watch it, it continues to rise. It might level off, it might go down a little bit, but it's continuously going up. When you look at the graph, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I ended up selling those clubs in 2011. People talk about being at the right time and the wrong time, and most people will tell you all about the right times they've been places, or this is the right timing, and using that cliche, as they say. Well, I want you to know something. There's bad timing and there's good timing. And I'm sure all of you in this webinar tonight or today, this morning, can understand what I'm talking about. Because any of you, if you think back, you can think about some bad timing and some good timing. I've had some really great times when I was at the right place about having my casinos and getting the very first casinos in the Virgin Islands. I was at the right time when I had we passed by the place that I wanted to open up my first health club in St. Thomas. It was at the right time then. But in 2011, unfortunately, I found the wrong time, and I was involved in a horrific accident. Guys, the result of that accident was that I lost my left leg from the knee down. I have a rod, 18 screws, and 2 plates because of a compound splinter fracture. They wanted to take my leg higher, but I didn't want to come up past the knee. Um, Sometimes I wonder if that was a good decision or not with all this metal in my leg and all these screws, but it is what it is. I have a complete right knee replacement, a plate in my head. I've died twice. I've been through 45 now procedures and surgeries on my neck and spine, from RFAs to medial branch block. Can't say that one 5 times fast, but you know, when I woke up, I died twice. And when I woke up in the hospital after spending 91 days in there, I spent a year in speech therapy and a year in a wheelchair from doctors telling me that I would never walk and never be able to complete a sentence. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, above and beyond anything you're listening to or anyone you're listening to, listen to my voice tell you sincerely that people will tell you what you can or can't do in life, but you are the one that decides that. Take responsibility for your own actions. And if you want to consistently talk about how you want things to change, let me give you a big helpful hint on how to make that happen. Guess what? Take extreme action. If you will take action and instead of thinking about it and start doing about it, you will see your life will change and you can take control. No one would have thought any less of me if I would have sat home and collected a disability check every month and played the woe is me card, but I don't. I go to work, I get up, and I'm consistent. I'm a hardworking person, as probably some of you may already know. People ask me all the time, Joff, how do you do it with 1.5 leg and all those injuries? And you know what I tell them, or I ask them, how do you not do it with 2? So you think about that. So let's move on and let's talk a little bit about TCC, which stands for Trade Coin Club. You know, we started Trade Coin Club with the utmost importance. And why did we do this? It wasn't about just trading. It wasn't just about making Bitcoins. We wanted to start something that was needed in the market. We saw something that not only was needed in the market, but something that will help people that hardly have any type of knowledge about really what trading is. So let's dive in. What is TCC? Well, we are a exclusive membership club created to revolutionize the trading market of digital coins. Now, this is a competitive multi-billion dollar market today, which very few have access to. Our Trade Coin Club software is developed and specialized by a team bringing the opportunity to anybody to start in the trading market of digital coins, obtaining automated gains and 3 levels of risk with little to no skill in the trading world. Now that's pretty hard. If that was pretty hard to understand, read this to yourself. Think about what I just said. Little to no risk and skill. Little to no skill. So moving on, what is trading? Now you've probably, maybe some of you know this, some of you may not. Trading is pretty simple. You buy low, you sell high. It's pretty cool. You know, you buy, let's say if we bought Apple stock and we wanted to trade, it's a negotiation and it takes place between financial markets. It's very sophisticated technologies and tools though that give the information to the market, to the people that do the trading, the Securities Exchange. They call that the SEC. And they take such assets and options and they trade against them. For instance, Apple trades against Apple stock, and people think, well, that's just stock. Well, no, it's actually the business that's behind the stock that they're trading on. If it's going to do bad, if it's going to do good, if they had a pitfall. You know, Samsung stock just went down. If you follow the stock market and what's going on, and the leader of the or the CEO, from what I understand, was just arrested here in Hong Kong for doing some insider deals, and the stock is plummeting. But I'm glad I don't own it. But anyways, um, can you guys hear me? Someone just said they don't hear, they can't hear. If you can hear me, hit 10 for great, 8 for, okay, you can hear, good, okay. Yes, we can, great. So what I'm talking about is stock. You buy low, you sell high. You think about this, guys. If you bought Apple at $100 and when it opened in Wall Street, and a few days later you sold it for an increase, you bought 100 stocks and you got an increase of just $5, you'd have $500 in profit. It is that simple. People want to make it very complex. It's not. It's a very simple process. So who are some of the famous traders that are out there? Well, this guy doesn't have a great reputation, but he did earn $1 billion in one day, and that's George Soros. That guy made, I mean, think about it. Now, am I telling you you're going to make $1 billion in one day? Don't take what I say and misconstrue it. Understand that is it possible? Yes, because there's somebody right here I'm showing you that's done it. Jesse Livermore, James Simmons, very famous traders in the world in the industry today. What is trading actually though? Well, trading history goes back all the way to the ancient times, and probably some of you can think about that is actually happening today. Have you ever bartered? Have you ever traded something for something else? You've done what's called bartering. There's no tax, there's no other fees that go along with that. You trade for what? If I have corn and you have beans and I want to eat beans and you want to eat corn, we trade. And it's been going on for centuries, since ancient times, since the beginning of times. I had something you like, you have something I like, we just trade for it. Not much has really changed. The stock market is kind of the same thing. If you remember the 80s and 90s, all the movies, The Wolf of Wall Street, and all those guys that are exchanging just numbers, that's just numbers. They're writing on pieces of paper, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And that's what's going on the stock market. Well, today, most of those people are sitting behind computers and brokerage firms doing the exact same thing, but they're doing it on computers because the age has changed and our times are changing. As you know, technology is increasing. At the turn of the century, technology took about every 14 years to start to actually to repeat itself or to start to change, to see change. Now it's about every 4 months. You know, they have new iPhones or new phones out every few months, then they just hold them back till they want to market it. Well, let's move on. Think about if the stock people are behind the computers, then they're digitally trading. Your bank today if you haven't written a check in years, which I haven't either, then what are you doing when you're doing your online banking? That's digital trading. You're trading funds for a service, or you're paying your storage bill or your car payment or your credit card payment. You don't ever see the money anymore. We've changed that because we wanted speed. We wanted to speed things up, and technologies allowed us to do that. Well, now we have a paradigm shift happening, and it's called digital currency. It's not new, it's just new to you. This has been going on since 2008, when Bitcoin, or the actual blockchain, was invented in 2007, I believe, by a gentleman that has never even been seen. No one's ever even met this guy and that's came up with Bitcoin. But it started in 2008. It was born, an idea. Blockchain, actually, this genius block. If you guys don't know anything about this history, it's pretty easy. If you have Google, or if you have a browser, you can go to and type in history of cryptocurrency. And if you have YouTube, go on YouTube and watch the rise and rise of Bitcoin. Watch the couple of interviews that's been done with Sir Richard Branson. By the way, he's a billionaire. And see who is talking about this amazing stuff that's digital currency. It's only new to you. It's been going on since 2007 and 2008. Bitcoin was commercialized in 2009 and recognized as an actual currency. The first time it was ever traded was for a Papa John's pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin, worth about $25 then. Today, over $10 million. Wow, that just blows me away. I hope it does you too, because that's exciting to me. I'm not here to hype you up on Bitcoin. I'm not here to hype you up on TCC. I'm here to be as transparent and tell you everything that we can and educate you on to make the right decision. At this point, no one's holding a gun to your head. No one's telling you you must do this, you have to do this. Please understand, we want you to do your due diligence. We want you to make the right decision. If you don't come into TCC, that's fine if it's not a good fit for you. But Bitcoin is a good fit for everybody. Think about this. At Bitcoin in 2010 was valued first at 10 cents. I came in at $1.90 and in 2016 it actually was at 7.50. Today it's over $1,000. They're projecting it to be over $3,000 by the end of the year. By the year 2018, 10,000, and I've heard even forecasters, and I'm talking famous people, talking about $1 million a coin in one day. That's phenomenal, and it's pretty easy to understand. People go, well, I don't get that. How can it be worth so much money? Guys, it's simple economics, supply and demand. There are only so much Bitcoin. See, the thing about decentralized currency, they can't go out and just print out more money. Centralized currency in the banking system, as you all know, very well know, they run out of money, they print it up some more. That's why they get so upset, because digital currency isn't that way. There's only so much digital currency to go around, and the more people that want it, the higher demand it causes the price to go up. It is literally that simple. Let's talk about types of cryptocurrencies that are out there today. Did you know that there are 743 actual recognized coins right now and climbing? But there are over 2,000 in cryptocurrencies or digital coins out there. When people, it's kind of funny, people ask me, well, how do you see this coin? Where do I buy it? Can I store it in my safe? It's a digital coin. So think about that. It's not tangible. You can't touch it, but you can see it. But neither can you touch the money that's in your bank account that's just sitting there. When you log in, you see how much money you have in your checking account and you use it, or your credit card account and you use it. You transfer the money. It's the same thing. It's digital transferring. It's nothing new. It's been around for a while and it's been coming. These other 9 coins, and here's the thing to tell you a little bit about Trade Coin Club. Guys, we are licensed and insured. We are a brick and mortar company. That means we have employees. That means that we are a for-profit company. You buy in at Bitcoin in a membership, we pay you out with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is our anchor. Our license allows us to trade on all cryptocurrencies, allowing us to select the top 10 for the day and trade against those. Of course, it's really the top 9 because one of those includes Bitcoin always. These other ones are great to have, diversify, have a few of those coins, but mainly put your money, try to put it toward or shift it toward your Bitcoin personally. That's what you want to start with. And then if you want to diversify, you can. It's a great thing. You know that billionaires have at least 7 streams of income. I'm going to show you about 6 tonight or today or this morning, whatever the case may be. So let's talk a little bit more about our software. We've developed one of the most high-tech optimization software that trades cryptocurrency. Our traders can upload daily into the system, which maintains a high precision of all transactions, allowing members to gain throughout most operations. Think about that. Our software is unlike any other software that's out there, letting you trade automatically through optimization. We've broken a code and it allows you to trade quickly and easily. How does it do that? Well, think about it. We have all these little robots that look like space invaders over there to the left of the screen, and they are analyzing and they keep a watch on the stock, and when, or not the stock, but when the coin, and it watches it. And when as soon as it drops, it goes down, we buy. When it goes up, we sell. We do thousands and thousands upon transactions, millions actually, in microseconds. Every second of every day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. For our members, it's Monday through Friday, just like the exchange is open Monday through Friday. But this is allowing you to generate a profit every second of every hour of every single day, putting your Bitcoin at little to no risk, because we have this really nifty thing called stop loss, which is basically to stop your loss. And I'll explain exactly what that means in a minute. We like to refer to it as risk level. So how do we do it? Well, here's a great example. Now, don't take this to be exact because this is an example of how it works. This was taken actually from coinmarketcap.com. So basically how it works is we buy 1,000 Dash coin at 0.010 Bitcoin, valued at $8 that day. And we buy 1,000 of them at 431. We turn around and sell it at 436. We've made about $2 in value, but you've made from 10.010 to 0.013 Bitcoin, which, as you can see, if you do the math, that's about 2.70 Bitcoin, a couple of $1,000 at valued in profit. We do it again at 831, and at 952 we sell it, and we've made a profit of 3.64 Bitcoin at the end of the day times 10. And on those, so if you think about that, if we're making that kind of profit every day, then you're making a percentage on the investment. Now, what is your investment? How do you get in? Those are good questions. Here we come. Let's do that. Let's go on to membership options. This is pretty simple. Don't make this more complex than it really is. I'm going to tell you about the fees. I'm going to tell you about some really cool stuff because like I said, I like full disclosure. I enjoy talking to people about our transparency. You're going to, get to know Joff Paradise and see that I don't blow smoke. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. Let's go on. Let's talk about an apprentice level. How do you get in? You can start at an apprentice level. This is for people that don't have a lot of money but want to put their money to work for them. This is really, if you think about it, if you went to buy gold today and it's set on your counter in your safe, it's going to decrease and increase in value. But you have that gold, but it's not working for you. We're going to put your actual money to work for you. So now that you have Bitcoin, we're going to leverage that Bitcoin and literally put it to work. Instead of you working for your money, now we're putting your money to work for you, which the wealthy have been doing for many, many years. Now we're going to let you in on it. And how are we going to do that? Well, if you value Bitcoin right now at 0.25, you'll see that's less than around 300 or right around that 300 USD mark. Think about it. Apprentice level, you can come in anywhere from 0.25 Bitcoin up to 0.99 Bitcoin. At a trader level, 1 Bitcoin to 0.499 Bitcoin. And as a senior trader, 5 Bitcoin or more. Think about this, guys. The more you put in, of course, the more you make. It's pretty simple. But you can start out at whatever level works for you right here. As you start to compound your trading, if you would like, and you don't want to stay an apprentice and you would like to upgrade to trader, then to senior trader, I have people on this call or on this webinar right now that will tell you they started at apprentice and they're at a senior trader now, not by adding their own personal Bitcoin, but just by rolling over commissions and trade. And we're going to talk about how you get those commissions and trade. John Riley, you're on here right now. He's a prime example. Today, he's doing much better. And all he's done is roll over and what we call compound from the system will actually recognize. This is what's beautiful. Troy was with me the other day. He was here in Hong Kong. He lives in Shenzhen, and he came over to see us. And I've known him for years. I knew him in Las Vegas before he moved to China. And he was explaining to me that when he started out as an apprentice, today now he's a trader, and he did it in 6 weeks. Now, I'm not telling you can do it in 6 weeks. So please, again, don't misconstrue what I say. I'm giving you an example of what he's done. Stefan has done this. I can just name on and on and on. Donnie, Ryan has made amazing. But let me explain something really closely here to you guys. The system will upgrade you automatically. When you're sleeping, if you're making coin and you make up to 1 Bitcoin, the system will recognize it and upgrade you. If you're made up to 5 Bitcoin, the system will recognize it and upgrade you. Please understand, the system does not go backwards. It only goes forward. So if you came in at 0.25 Bitcoin, and now you're a trader, senior trader, you've made all the way up to 5 Bitcoins by rolling in and taking your commissions and put it all back into the exchange. And by the way, never touch your exchange. You don't want to void your contract. We're going to talk about that next. Think about this. The system will recognize, like I said, that you've upgraded your membership. So don't come and ask me, well, hey, Joff, or don't assume, please don't assume that I can take out now, well, I started at an apprentice level, which means I can take out 4.75 Bitcoin. Well, how are you going to remain a senior trader if you've gone less than 5 Bitcoin? Because you have to have 5 Bitcoin to be a senior trader. Use your brain, think about it, and let's remember the system doesn't go backwards. It will not downgrade you. It will only upgrade you. We want you to move up because that's why we want to see you at the top. So to be a part of this system and a membership, you do pay a fee of 0.05. Remember, I did say we are a for-profit company. So to be able to enjoy all the tools that our software has to offer, that 0.25 now is 0.30. It's simple math. You add 25 and 5 makes 30. So you have to put the 0 in. When you go to plans and buy, you must put in a 0.30 in order to become an apprentice up to 0.99. If you have a whole Bitcoin, this is another thing, folks, you need to understand. People think and they assume, oh, I have to have a whole coin. No, you don't have to have a whole dollar. You can have a penny of a dollar. Well, it's the same kind of concept. You don't have to have a whole coin. You can actually take a small portion of the coin and start by becoming an apprentice and work your way up. There's so many people that do that, and they've had great uh, results from that. But you know, if you have it and you want to come in as a senior trader, you see this is a good fit for you, then that's where you do. You decide where you want to make it. Now, keep in mind that you pay that 0.05. Now, if you're coming in as a trader, it would be 1.05. If you're coming in as a senior trader, it would be 5.05. Keep in mind that every membership has the right to cancel at any time. There will be a penalty of 50% applied to the amount of the investment, deducted from your commissions received or your trades. Keep that in mind. Why do we do that? Well, let me explain why we do that. Because every single membership has a time limit on it. Messies, excuse me, this is an older PowerPoint. Our new PowerPoint, for those of you that are on the webinar that are already in TradeCoin Club and you would like 13 different languages to show this in, we have it already done and adding more every week in different languages. Guys, we're in 200 countries plus right now with over 70,000 people registered. And today is a happy anniversary day. This is our 60th day of turning on the system. December 17th is when we actually turned on the system. December 15th of 2016, yes, just 62 days ago, we received the very first cryptocurrency trading license to be able to trade the top 10 cryptocurrencies of the day. We are the first. We're making history. MESI stands for months. So if you come in as an apprentice level, you come in for 8 months. That's why I'm thank you for that, the good wishes. Happy anniversary to TradeCoin Club. We appreciate you guys. Um, 8 months is your contract to use the software. 12 months for trader, 12 months for senior trader. Guys, if you get something happens, you know, we understand that. But keep in mind that 50% is held back and reserved, and we pay commissions for off of that. I'll explain that in a few minutes also. But keep in mind that 50% is going to be taken away if you pull out early. Now keep also in mind that we have, remember I talked earlier about a stop loss, which we call risk, stop the loss, so you're not losing that Bitcoin that's so valuable. When you're trading, everyone understands trading normally takes a loss. Well, this is something that's way cool. At a stop loss, you don't see brackets, you don't see a negative behind this percentages. At stop loss at a low risk level, the worst you'll do is 0.35%. We haven't had that happen yet, but if it ever does, that's the worst we're going to promise you'll do. At a medium risk level is 0.40%, and at stop loss at high risk level is 0.45%. Now look at the little print. Everybody says, well, what about the small print, Joff? Well, let's talk about the small print. Every membership pays 25% trading fee every 4 months. Listen closely, on the total gains of your trading account. Did you see commissions in that anywhere, guys? Did you? On your trading amount, you pay 25%. We give you 75%. We like to call that the lion's share. Thanks to Albert. We call that the lion's share because you get the biggest portion. We're going to take 25% every 4 months of your trading gain. I didn't say of the amount you put in, the amount you started with, nothing like that. Only on the gain if you've made more than 0.25 Bitcoin. That's not percent. So please do not confuse percent with BTC. There is a big difference. So you can compound all your trades throughout the day, every day, making liquidations available once a day. What does that mean? That means that you're allowed to cash out. You know, remember when I said there's over 2,000 cryptocurrencies out there, but only 743 recognized? If you're getting into a cryptocurrency buy and you want to buy coin, one of the first questions that I can actually get advice that I can give all of you that are listening to this webinar, the first question out of your mouth that should be is, how do I cash it out? If you're happy with cashing it out by going and find other people that are in the same business and you want to sell it, or going out and trying to find someone else to buy what you're selling, that's one way of doing it. That is what's not a verified coin. But if you would love to cash out and do it on an exchange like Bitcoin, what is it? Blockchain is one of them. We have different types. There's hundreds, I think, out there. Of course, one is Coinbase. We use that a lot in the United States and South America. So yes, you can cash this out. You can also put it into a Shift card, a Paylocious card. Those are actual cards with Visa MasterCard logo, which it can be accepted anywhere they take Visa and MasterCard. So that is pretty cool because now you don't have to look for an actual merchant that takes Bitcoin to spend your Bitcoin that you make in TCC or that you buy. So again, using the analogy of if you buy Bitcoin, you compare that to gold. The gold and the Bitcoin are going to go up and down in value, but your gold is not leveraged. Your Bitcoin is leveraged by using our platform. So now, no matter if the Bitcoin goes up or down in value, some of you have seen it go down in value that's been with us, and it's actually made money. At the end of the day, your trading day, we had a 1.67% day just here a few days ago, a 1.45, 1.43. We're averaging quite a bit. I mean, I'm hearing from a half to a whole percent a day. Most people can't do that in a week. You have 260 trading days in the year on your 12 month, and you have about 22 days of trading in the month. So think about that because you're trading Monday through Friday. So I hope you all understand. Uh, you will need a referral link. Yes. Does this have to have a referral link? Someone asked. Yes. You go to our website right now, tradecoinclub.com. That's for security. We don't have a back office that you can just go and log into. We are very high security. We have our very important security blocks. You actually come in, and when you come in, you create your very own wallet, your very own account, individualized. We don't lump you all in. We don't have replicated websites. Those are all ways to get hacked, and very easily we take your security to the utmost importance because people coming in, even at 0.30 Bitcoin, means just as much as the guys that I have in at 300 million, 100 million, and yes, we do have people in at those amounts. Let's move on. How do you get the referral link? Is to a person that asks you to this webinar, you need to ask them for their referral link. Please be courteous. If you've had several people ask you to come on the webinar, pick the one that asked you first. Be courteous. This is the right timing, guys. We are brand new. We're still in pre-launch. If you don't understand what pre-launch means, let me explain it, break it down a little bit for you. Pre-launch means that we are just starting. We're still tightening the screws. We're still changing. Like this says 8 Messies. We've already changed it to 8 months. I just need to update my PowerPoint on this. This is an older PowerPoint. But those of you that have been in TCC like John, some of you that's been in from the start like Stephen and Donnie and you guys, you can let people know how amazing this is as far as our updates and how we've continued to update. Can you get affiliate links? Yes, you can get affiliate links. Cookied? No. Clear your browser from cookies. It's pretty simple. Let's see. Let's move on real quick. So guys, think about this. We are continuously updating. Now, I explained to you now, that's one, you guys understand that this is one way to make money, right? Everybody understand? You can trade passively, compound, and make a passive income. Now let me show you another way to make some money or make some Bitcoin. People are blowing this one they're just blowing it out of the water. I've never seen people adapt to such an amazing comp plan. And personally, I've never seen such a compensation plan this strong. This is a very strong compensation plan. We have 5 different levels in this compensation plan that's going to pay you. Been trading 25 days and doubled my BTC already. That's Bitcoin Ron. Listen to these guys. These aren't staged. I'm not paying these people to say these things. These are facts. People ask you if it's real. Hey, you know what? Start an account, withdraw your money. If that's not real enough for you, I don't know what is. If you need to see a business license and before you can withdraw money, I would be like, business license is a piece of flipping paper. When I can put money in my bank account every single day, now we're talking. If I get a receipt of trade every single day, now you're talking because I can see what's going in and out of my account every single day. Think about it. Compensation plan number 1. This is beautiful. Direct referral. Guys, a direct referral is pretty simple. You know, a direct referral is just like if you went and got, it's exactly this. You go out, you find somebody, you say, hey, here's my link. If you like this program, you want to join it, this is my link. I'll walk you through it. It's pretty freaking awesome. It's pretty simple to do. Chris, you're exactly right. It is freaking awesome. But we pay you 10% right across the board. As a senior trader, there are no limits. You can refer as many people as you like. There is no limit of Bitcoin that we'll pay you. As a trader, though, we'll pay you up to 4.99, and as a apprentice, we'll pay you up to 0.99. Why? Well, of course, we want you to upgrade. You know, we want you to make more money. If you make more money, you're a happier person, I would think. I mean, money won't make you happy, yeah, but I'd rather cry in my Lamborghini than cry out on the curb somewhere. So let's think about that. So at an apprentice level, a trader level, we pay you 10% across the board for every single person you directly referral. So everybody that takes your VIP backdoor link and uses that link to register, and by the way, it's free to register. Now let me talk about something here. It's free to register. Did I say it's free to make commissions? Did I say it's free to jump on and start using the program? Remember, I said it costs you 0.05 to start using the software. So it's the kind of pay to play. You have to pay and buy a membership in order to start using our system. It's very simple. We are a for-profit company. We have to pay people. Let's move on. Now that's a direct referral when you go out and you get someone yourself. Now when those people that you went out and got and they go get someone, they become an indirect referral, and that is called your generation. We don't use levels in this analogy. This is actually a generation. I'll talk about levels in a few minutes, but we're going to pay you down to 4 generations, 3, 2, and 1%, up to 10%. And if you look as a trader level, down to 6 generations and down to 8 generations as a senior trader. Wouldn't it behoove you to become a senior trader? Well, of course it would, especially when people start referring more people. And now if that was, though, we could have stopped right there. There'd have been plenty of Bitcoin to go around just right there. And people would be very happy with that compensation plan. I know I would be, and I'm sure you would be too, especially when you start doing that. Now, did I say you had to qualify? Did I say you have an auto ship? Did I say any of those things? No. You can actually start making commissions from the very first day, from the very first person you refer. We're not going to tell you you got to go out and get 2 or 3 people in order to qualify to do this. No, we're going to start paying you for your very first referral. Just like if your bank, if some people have banks right now, if you go and refer someone to come and open up an e-account or a checking account, they keep that account for 3 or 4 months and 90 days. They give you like $125 in your account. Same kind of thing, just referrals. Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, making people entrepreneurs. If you refer someone to drive for Uber, they have like $150 to $500 referral fee. Think about this, guys. We're not doing anything different. Best comp plan in the world? I got to agree with you. This is an amazing, very strong compensation plan. But we didn't stop at just indirect referral and direct referral. We went on. We wanted to make people have an opportunity to make as much Bitcoin as they could possibly make. So now we are going to reward you for building a team. How do you build a team? You need a couple of people. You need 3 people in your team, not just 2. You can do it with 2, but team bonuses to participate. You need a team. The bonus is paid every day. Did I say every month? No, I said every single day, okay, from the smaller team to the larger teams. It's just that simple. This bonus has a safety cap to create sustainability and longevity for our business and our system. So the system's never ever going to pay out more than 45% bonuses. Remember when I said we keep 50% back? That's a 5% reserve that we keep back also. But if you pull out early, that's how this is all paid. Think about it. We're for profit. This should be good to you. This should be like, oh, that means they're going to sustain their business. That means I go into business with these guys. They have a way to sustain my business. So those of people that are telling you, well, this is just a thing that's going to die out pretty soon because there's no way they can sustain it. This right here is proof that it's going to be sustained because we won't pay out more than we can make. But we will pay you 8%, 9%, and 10% for every time your team bonuses up to 2 BTC for an apprentice, 10 BTC a day as a trader, and 15 Bitcoins a day as a senior trader. Do the math. If you're making 15 Bitcoin a day, I hope that's a big enough profit for you or enough Bitcoin for you that you'll be very happy and live a beautiful life and be able to bless other people's lives along the way. But guess what? We didn't stop there either. And I'm not going to say, guess what? There's more. Well, I did say it. But you know what? This isn't a hype. This is just the facts. Go along with this compensation plan. For those of you that have already registered, this is in your back office. So guys, guess what? You don't have to think, oh, I'm only going to see this once. The actual updated version is in your back office right now in 13 languages. Yes, I did say 13 different languages for you to download and share around the world. Guess where it is? Under Tools and Download. Go to your back office, look at the little drop-down bar. It says Tools, and then look down. It says Download. There's also the videos are there too. Tutorials are coming soon. We actually have updated our support team and ticketing and how support works. There's a lot of cool stuff going on right now. Let's get back to the business at hand. You guys want to learn how to make a few more Bitcoin? Let's make it. Let's just blow this up. You guys ready? This is the 3x12 matrix. Now here we do talk about levels. What do I mean by levels? Well, I'll get into that in a second. But a 3x12 matrix is a forced matrix. This means the sponsor of your sponsor, you, are all put in this amazing matrix, and every single body in it that makes more than 0.25 Bitcoin and has at least 3 people get to participate. This is what is amazing. Because if you have those 3 people that you've personally referred and you have made more than 0.25 Bitcoin, guess what, guys? You're going to get paid 0.003 Bitcoin every single active member. This is amazing. If you start doing the math, you can make up to 2,391 Bitcoin for everybody else's work when you just had 3 people in and you're making more than 0.25 Bitcoin. Is there a fee to do this? Yes. Once you've made more than 0.25 Bitcoin, you will pay a fee. You pay the 25% if you've made more that I said every 4 months. Remember I said that? That you get 75, we get 25? Here, if you've made more than 0.25 Bitcoin, we're going to charge you 0.015. That's 0.015 Bitcoin for apprentice, 0.030 Bitcoin for a trader, and 0.045 Bitcoin as a senior trader. Do the math. It's pretty easy. It's not that expensive. I think it's 9 or 10 bucks or 19 and then 29. But yeah, we have to because we have to pay people to keep up with all this stuff. Okay, we want to collect, we want to make our money back that we've paid on this $2 million worth of software design and all the, and then plus the other $2 million approximately in hardware and computer rooms and having to have your own air conditioning in these server rooms that it's climate controlled. All that stuff does cost a few bucks. If you haven't been on our Facebook or you haven't been on and seen our actual videos of the corporate offices, you need to. So let's move on. How do we pay this? Well, we pay at 4 levels, 8 levels, and 12 levels. If you get down to the 12 levels, that's where you can make 2,391 Bitcoin. At only 4 levels, that's 81 Bitcoin a month that you're paid out of the system for what? You went out and got 3 people and you made more than 0.25 Bitcoin. Wow. It's going to pay you on indirect, direct, spillover from top to bottom, left to right. It's that simple. If you only do 4 levels, 81 Bitcoin a month. You do the math, guys. That's right now, that's over 8,000 USD a month. Beautiful, isn't it? But if you go on down and you go down to your 8 levels, now that's 19,683 value of Bitcoin. That's 81 Bitcoin a month. That's amazing. I mean, that's just, think about this, guys. This is an amazing system that will pay you. Anyway, guys, this is something that I love to do. This will keep you. I must give you a little bit of a disclaimer at this point. If you really start wrapping your mind around this, this can cause sleep deprivation. I know I've heard it from a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure that most of you that's ever been in a network marketing company have heard at least once in your life, this will cause you not to sleep. Well, this really will. If you wrap your mind around this matrix, it's a forced matrix. It, again, the sponsor of your sponsor, you, and everybody under them gets 0.003 Bitcoin for each active member in the matrix. Wow. That's over and above. That's not work. That's just part of our residual bonus plan. Did we stop there? No, we've got one more. And this is an amazing one on its own. This is a renewal team bonus. You remember that your contracts are for 8, 12, and 12 months, right? Think about this. I see you, Chris, couldn't sleep for 3 days, still having some trouble. I get it, man, because I'm right there with you. I was up at 3:45 this morning here in Hong Kong, and it's and still going. It's beautiful. When I get so pumped when I give these presentations, and I love this. This is an amazing one right here. This can happen unlimited times, guys. This is all the time. Think about it. Zombie traders. I love it. You have you and your referral, and you've made a team. You have 3 people under you. Every single time that they renew, you get paid again. If you have 1,000 people renewing their memberships, you get paid 1,000 commissions again. Every single time they renew. Now there's 2 ways that happens. 8 months and 12 months is a renewal, and they decide to renew, which if you're making Bitcoin, why wouldn't you? But let's say they don't, then they don't have to. But let's say you do. Then you do get paid team bonuses again, all over again. But look at this one on the yellow. If you make 5 times what you started with as a senior trader, you'd make 25 Bitcoin. The system will automatically renew your membership and will pay you all the commissions above again. You let this one sink in. This means, did it say that you still have to pay the every quarter? You didn't reach the quarter, so why should we make you pay 25% if you don't reach the quarter? How much do you ask? Is that going to cost me in Bitcoin? Well, you started out with 5 Bitcoin, so we're going to charge, it's about 20% is what it comes down to, guys, that you pay to start over again. That's just automatically. But here's the deal. If somebody's going to pay me 25 Bitcoin for my 5 Bitcoin investment and charge me 10 Bitcoin and leave me with 15, I'll do that every day, all day long. Any of you out there that want to do that with me, just come on in, because I'll do that with you all day long. You make 5 times the amount that you came in with, and you give me, if I make 5 times the amount, and I have to give you 10 Bitcoin and you give me 15, we'll hook that up every day. I'll take 15 Bitcoins and run. And this is every day. This can happen unlimited times daily. You got to love this. So after you've been in it for a year, 2 years, this is really some amazing income strategy. Well, if that wasn't enough, we've gone on and made something else, because we saw companies would give away a car at an event, and they'd only give one person a car. One lucky person would get a car. We're going to give you something called performance-based, because the world is going around today on performance-based jobs. If you don't perform, you lose your job. Well, we want to reward you for performing. How are we going to reward you? We're going to do what's called a career plan. Well, we're going to talk about cycles. Some of you maybe never heard the word cycles, the terminology of cycles. Most of you probably have at least once heard cycles, what it means. Cycling is this, guys. You make 1 Bitcoin on each side on your binary. So your team's team, all that adds up to 1 cycle. Cycles are counted at 35% of the personal enrollment. So in other words, if you have someone come in at 5 Bitcoin, 35% of that is counted towards your cycle. You must have a cycle on each side of the binary, each leg. You don't want to look like me with one leg shorter than the other. You want to make sure you have equal legs and balance them out. Once you've created 2 cycles in a month, you're going to receive a TCC pin, a gold pin, go on your lapel. 5 cycles, you receive a number 2 pin. We didn't run out of pins. We just wanted to upgrade the pin to a Mont Blanc at 10 cycles. And then if you go to level 4, once you go to level 4, that's only 50 cycles. When you've got 50 cycles, we're going to send you on this beautiful cruise. Of course, we're going to send you on a cruise with a bunch of other Trade Coin Club members. And hopefully by the time you're off that cruise, every single person on the cruise, every person that works on the cruise, the captain, the purser, and everybody else will be TCC members. Why wouldn't they be? Yes, Jared asked, please explain how cycles are counted, so volume of from spillover and binary tree not counted. So it's very simple. It's on personal directs, and I'll show you that again here in a second. What is cycles? How does cycles work? Um, let's see if you allows all the levels. Let me see if I can move this right quick. Can't get it. It's 35%. So it's like I said earlier, it's 35% counted on your personal enrollment and your team's personal enrollment. Okay. All right, good. If you go to the facts, yes, John, if you go into the back office and look at facts, you can see that also. Let's move on. What happens when you get 100 cycles? I love this part. 100 cycles, we're going to send you corporate office in Belize. It says Caribbean travel. Well, it's actually to know the company. We're going to send you to Belize, the city of Belize. We're going to take you on a tour of the company. We're going to set you down, show you how to use some of the software, how the actual manual trading works, what's up and coming. You're going to get some really cool training. And after you've done the training, now guess what? We're going to give you something else. We're going to give you a couple of days to have some fun in the sun, all inclusive on us in the Caribbean. Go on a sailboat ride, go diving, whatever you'd like to do on us. We're going to have a blast. Going to show you around. We do that every single month. We invite normally the top 20 are everybody that's cycled, and we'll put you in and get you down to the company and actually let you see it, smell it, sit on it, taste it, whatever you need to do to make sure that this is, pinch yourself, it really is real. We're doing things that no one's ever done before. Not only are we going to we are breaking records, but we're going to do things for people that they never even thought of. Every single person that hits 100 cycles, when they do, they're going to get to go see the company in the Caribbean and Belize. And not only that, but if when you hit 200 cycles, not if, but when, guess what? We're going to help you out there. We're going to hook you up with a nice stainless Rolex. Now, we would have put the women's stainless in there too, but we sure would have had people go, well, I thought it was both women's and men's Rolex. So we've got your choice of men's or women's Rolex. We do have some women in this company that are tearing it up right now. Claudia, Judy, there's a bunch, Anna, there's a lot of ladies in this. There are of course more men right now, but the women are coming strong. Guys, watch out, because they're going to be the ones, I think, driving the cars before maybe some of you will be. Yes, I did say cars, plural. That means when you hit 500 cycles, every single person that hits it gets a brand new Toyota Corolla valued up to 30 Bitcoin. Color you get to choose, doesn't have to be blue. But when you hit 750 cycles, 320i BMW, your choice, your color. Wherever you live in the world, it comes to your door. 1,500 cycles. Wow, a Z4 BMW Cabriolet. Beautiful car. Could have stopped right here, right? Look at this, man. We're going to continue. At level 10, a career plan. Career plan level 10 at 5,000 cycles on a BMW i8. One of the most exotic, beautiful cars I've ever driven. Up to 350 Bitcoin in value. Choice your color. Now, we could have stopped at 10. No one would have said anything different. Every single person that's going to hit 5,000 cycles will get a BMW i8. That's cool. But we want to take it up a notch because we are a billion-dollar brand. Here we go. Watch this, guys. A Lamborghini Huracan. It's like a girl says it on the video. Look at this. Beautiful 10,000 cycles, brand spanking new Lamborghini Huracan, up to 700 BTC in value. John will be yours. I can't wait to see you guys driving it. Someone asked me the other day, am I going to have to put a TCC sticker on it anywhere? Of course not. We have a lot of class in our company. We want to make sure that when you're driving a billion-dollar company kind of car, there is one catch. There's a catch. Remember I said I like to disclose, I like to be transparent. Every one of these cars, we ask that you drive it for 1 year. At the end of the year, it's your car. Do whatever you want with it. Will, yours is going to be red. I like red. Uh, Here we go, guys. Think about this. All the levels of the career plan have one requirement. You can only use 35% from the volume of each team of personal enrollment. Study that. I hope you've enjoyed this webinar today. I have had a blast doing it. As always, I love talking with all of you guys. Bitcoin Ron is going to say, he said he's getting the yellow one. We've had a lot of different countries on today. I'd like to welcome our friends to the north of the USA of Canada. I love seeing you guys on here. I'd like to welcome Japan. Japan is on also. We have Tarzana. We have people from Belize and Portugal. I love you guys in Belize. I love you guys all over the world. Argentina's on the line. United States is blazing it. Guys, like I said, I want to tell you thank you for all of your hard work, your efforts, your love that you give all of us. It's just phenomenal. I'm looking at Finland here, a few people from Finland, Bolivia, Colombia. Wow, this is just beautiful to see all these people on this webinar today that we're reaching out. We're in 200 plus countries right now. That's almost every country in the world. We have more than Philippines is in there too. I love it. We have Colorado. Check that out. All over the United States, Las Vegas. Hey, Candace in Las Vegas. April, oh, let me talk a little bit about Vegas. Yeah, a lot of you heard that we were having our mega launch in Las Vegas. Let me make this clear. As you all know, it's not easy to get in and out of the country right now in the United States. And since we have more people that are outside the United States that will require visas and paperwork, we have decided to make it easier on you and us. So let's make it easy. We've moved our mega launch to May 5th and 6th in Macau. That's about an hour from where I am. I'm going to buy to see, hopefully look at the place. I'll take some pictures if I get over there right quick. Guys, check it out. Macau, China. We're going to be announcing an amazing way for you to get there for free. Yeah, I said it. How can you get to Macau, get there, 100% expenses paid? Anybody want to know? Stay tuned. We're going to tell you how to do that. We're going to have tickets go on sale here pretty soon. So no show in Vegas, not at this time. I sorry to say, uh, we will have a launch in the United States. We're looking at either the end of the year or the first of next year, having our mega launch done in U.S. We will be coming to South America and launching, I think, Cancun right now. We're looking at in Mexico. At a beautiful resort. You're going to love the mega launch, guys. We're planning on some amazing stuff happening. We're going to introduce you to our digital marketing plan, which is going to blow you out of the water with some of the things that we have coming that no other company in the world is doing right now. Yes, I did say it. We have spent millions, we have spent thousands of hours on developing and wireframing, and our team that has been doing this has been nonstop working around the clock to make sure that this is going to be the most amazing platform that you'll be able to use right from your phone. Never have to crack a laptop open or turn on a CPU. Every single thing will go right through your phone on an app. You'll be able to buy Bitcoin right from your phone on an app. We have a credit card coming that you'll be able to use. You know, then back office, you see a box there that you can't use. Have you guys noticed that? Has anybody noticed that there's a trade wallet, I mean, not trade wallet, but there's a fund wallet back there? In our business model, we have it to where we're going to set up credit cards. So you'll have your own card that you can transfer commissions or trade to and be able to use a Visa MasterCard logo TCC card. Wow. Yes, fun wallet. That is a fun wallet indeed. So a lot of really neat things that are coming soon. Again, let me reiterate. Guys, we are in pre-launch. There's a lot of things that people are going to be asking. We didn't have it uh, 2 months ago when we started. We have today. We have terms and conditions. We have facts and answers. We have things in the back office. Just need to keep looking in your back office. If you're not looking in the back office, then you need to keep looking in the back office, because think about this. There I am. Can you guys see me? So I want you to think about something. Most companies, when they do an update, they have to shut down their system. We have towers in a room, and we have software developers and writers, and they just transfer the data instead of shutting the system down so you guys can continue to work. So you guys don't have to have a system that's shut down for hours or days while we try to update the system. Think about that. Is that just tells you right there how legitimate this company really is. You know, we're not a company that you can walk over to the wall and unplug the system and it shuts down and now we're down. We bounce signals all over the world for your security. You think about this, guys. You know, if you understand the security of blockchain and how it works, we base our system off of that. So think about the things that I've said. We have something that's been amazing. Jared talks right here. He's been in this networking for 20 years. He's never seen a company update their back office as fast as TradeCoin Club. These guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Delivering on all promises. Yes, we do. And we can take out and take money out of your Bitcoin wallet. That should verify right there that it's real. If you can take your money out that you've made every single day, what else do you need to know that